Nope.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Views from the Top Rope. We'll be reviewing Wrestlemania 38, talking a little bit of AEW. So we'll get started here in a couple minutes. In the meantime, these guys are going to chat baseball. So,
and I promise I'm not radioactive.
No. Ben is one of the few places in the country seeing sun right now.
Yeah, and it's still like 90 degrees right now is the craziest part.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm dead serious.
I think you can add the temperatures for the last 3 days here, and it wouldn't equal 90.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think the high was 92 when I was out earlier, and I'm just sweating right now. I'm just like, yeah, it's time to kick out the fans.
Damn. Gilbert, it's JoJo. It's early. It's early. It's game one.
How about those Royals, though? Woo!
All right. Yeah, I haven't looked. It's Masters, man. I haven't looked at baseball today.
I watched Tiger today. Well, I watched the featured group on Paramount. That's what I watched there.
Yeah.
Tiger looked, considering he almost died. Hey, 1 under, and the leader's at 4. I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah, it's true.
He actually finished the round.
You can see though he doesn't. I don't know if he's still playing timid. But he doesn't have the power. He doesn't have that.
Well, it's on his back leg, right? His back leg is full of titanium and screws and rods.
Well,
and
I was wondering if it was going to come out like the Bionic Man, and Shout out to Chevy Chase there.
Be the ball, Danny. Be the ball.
Yeah.
Be the ball.
No, it's actually funny you mentioned Caddyshack because in my head, in regard to his back leg, I just think about what Bill Murray said about Judge Smales, and it's like you just cut that back hamstring, he's done. He'll quit forever.
he can't follow through. He can't follow through.
It's pretty tone deaf of MLB launching opening day on the same day as the Masters starts.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, whose stupid decision was that?
That would be the union.
Robbie Manfred.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I was about to say it was. This would have been the third series in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of the Masters, if there's one thing I was hoping that we were going to get back in stock was that goddamn Masters Braves hat, and
we all know how things are working right now.
Yeah,
it'll show up in November.
I guarantee it will.
Yeah. Oh, everything's all messed up right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I tune out or if I look like I'm staring off into space, I promise you I'm not having a stroke. I got the Stros on here side by side, so
You don't
it's all right. I'll know what Altuve's doing based on your reactions.
That's right.
You don't need to pay attention to like the 4th inning.
Oh no, dude, I'm dying on every pitch. First pitch is superstitious. If it's bad or if it's good, that's how the game's gonna go, man. It's only weird if it doesn't work. Okay, don't judge me.
Is it Verlander on the mound for the Stros tonight?
I think they're trying to save him for the home opener. So we got Framber going tonight, which
I don't mind. Makes sense.
Framber had a good spring, and the bats usually do well on the road and against Ohtani. So lighten the load on him. I'm interested to see what our new shortstop, the rookie Jeremy Pena, is going to do. They got him at 7th. He had a good spring. He's
it's kind of an odd spot for him in the order.
I'm sorry?
That's a really odd spot for him in the order.
Well, I mean, look at our lineup, dude. We got Altuve, Brantley, Bregman, Alvarez, Gurriel, Kyle Tucker. I mean, he's basically batting before Chas McCormick and Machete, the catcher, which is good. It takes a little pressure off of him, I think. Because they were.
I mean, if the intention there is to have some power after the the top 5 spots, then it's like, okay, I guess that makes sense. You got to get a rally igniter in the bottom half of the order anyway. So
yeah, he could be that spark plug. Also, they were flirting with the idea of him leading off, and that's a lot of pressure to put on a young kid. I mean, he's got the stones so far, but big shoes to fill with that traitor in Minnesota.
But I guarantee his base speed is better than what Altuve's got going right now.
Yeah.
So start him in the 1 spot actually makes a lot of sense. But I mean, you got last season. Dusty knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Except in the World Series.
Trust in dust. Hey, it's getting there. Trust in dust, man. Trust in dust.
6-1 against the Reds. Oof.
If
Wow.
the Braves wouldn't have cheated last year, we'd have won, man.
Yeah. The Braves are the cheaters.
Cheating cheaters. I can't wait till they unseal that damn envelope. Unseal that envelope.
Oh, that day's gonna be great.
So much venom, I'm ready to hot.
What's up, Donovan?
Let's see the hot takes from John Boy Media after that one.
Oh boy, yeah.
Because we all know Barstool is going to be like DEFCON 2.
Cashman coming out saying, still crying about 27th. That was so lame. Oh my
Dude,
God.
the Yankees should have fired him after that.
Yeah. That was so laughable. When you got Stephen A. Smith bagging on you, you know you've done something wrong.
Big time.
Or you just are there.
Yeah.
Oh, as a Yankee accent, he's huge fucking Yankee homer, you know.
Yeah. Surprised he has something to say. All right, you guys ready to talk some wrestling though?
Let's do
Wrestling,
it,
man. It's still good
to
me, damn it.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. This is Views from the Top Rope. We're going to be reviewing Wrestlemania 38. What do you guys think? Give me an overall grade right off the bat. Andy.
I actually really enjoyed the show both nights. If I had to score it, I'm around 8.5 or 9, honestly.
Wow.
I think it was one of the most enjoyable WrestleManias since at least 31, I would say.
Holy shit. Okay. Ben.
Yeah.
I'm going to go a little bit lower than Andy, but I feel where he's coming from on that. I think as far as entertainment is concerned, it was definitely rated much higher. I'm going to go about a 7.3.
7.3. Okay, so a C.
7.3.
B minus.
Yeah, I'll say more closer to B minus, just because getting that 9 echelon is a tough one to crack when we've had.
Yeah. Big Dave.
WrestleMania was a tale of two nights. Night one was in the words of Billy Bob, a 10, fucking 10. You know, I was thoroughly enjoyed. I was excited for night two, and then night two wasn't horrible, but the Knoxville Zane put such a bad taste in my mouth.
Whoa.
And the girls. Yeah, it was entertaining, and that's being nice, but how I don't see, okay, so make me believe it. How is Sami Zayn gonna fucking do anything now? He was taking bumps all over the place for Knoxville. You know, I just, I hate to be that guy. It was a little bit too hokey, you know, with the boot thing. But I'll say a solid 7 on both nights. The first night outweighed the second night.
I agree with that.
I think it made up for the shortcomings of the second night.
Really?
I think they put a lot of the good stuff or the big that they knew was going to splash on night one and hope that the championship match would handle night two.
Okay. I actually will agree with both you and Ben. I give it around a 7.1, 7.2 overall. And I actually enjoyed the second night more than the first night. I don't.
I'm a first night guy. I thought the first night was better for sure, but
I mean,
I like them both.
Yeah. All right. Well, since we're there, and we're not giving it a perfect score, let's go ahead and go through. What was your least favorite moment of either night or both nights? I don't care, because there were some down moments, and then we'll later hit the highlights, what we all thought were the best parts of the night. But let's go back in reverse. Big Dave. So you said something about
I've already spoken on the Knoxville match, which I didn't have high expectations out of that. The worst moment of the night, I think, for me would have probably been Vince's old man arms. Like that
Dude,
was so bad. You know, I loved how he played it and the off and the on, but then once the shirt came off, I felt sorry for him. I felt bad.
That's a tale of two different 20-year periods there, right?
Yes.
Stone Cold,
I mean, granted, Vince still looks probably better than most 77-year-old men out there.
Oh, absolutely.
Valid.
This is the first time ever we saw Vince with old man arms. Vince is usually jacked, and he's still, hell, I hope I look like that at 77. I don't look like that at 45. So,
right.
I mean, fuck. But but to get where it went, we'll get to that later. But yeah, that just Vince's old man arms and Knoxville fucking. Although the Wii Slam will go down as one of the all-time WrestleMania moments. I give him
Absolutely.
that. Shout out to Wii, man. He earned that, man. He took a fucking power slam from Brock on a table. You know, not a gimmick table either. So, but yeah, Vince, keep your shirt on next time.
That was
okay.
that he couldn't even take a stunner.
Oh,
all he had to do was stand there.
I think. I hate to just jump back in, but you know, Vince probably took the worst stunner of all time. I think he wanted so bad to take it good that he wasn't prepared for the kick to the fucking stomach. Stone Cold kicked him, and he couldn't. Vince's legs, like he tore his quad skin. He couldn't fucking move. You know,
he definitely needed.
I liked how Stone Cold immediately started laughing, like he knew. You know,
he picked him up.
There's a picture on the web, and he's spitting a beer. And McMahon's like folding like a fucking Barca lounger. It's hilarious.
Vince thought it was Austin's music when Theory's music hit too.
Oh, that was great. That was great.
Right,
he even did the swallow, the classic Vince gulp swallow.
Ben.
But yeah,
I think my
McMahon, that was
my bummer matches for both nights were, I mean, Happy Corbin. Oh my God, Drew McIntyre, like it was unnecessary again, especially as big of a pay-per-view as WrestleMania was. Could have done without that.
Yep.
Ronda Rousey just being out there in general, could have done without that. I'm over it. There's plenty of other female talent that they could have done something with, and which is kind of funny because I was talking with one of my friends about this before night one, about how at some point there needs to be a 4 horsewoman match of Bayley, Sasha, Becky, and Charlotte. And, you know, maybe it'll be next year. Maybe they're saving it for WrestleMania 40. But I feel like that would be the quintessential match for a women's match that we need to have at a WrestleMania. Right. And then the last one that kind of surprised me was AJ Styles and Edge. Like, going into it, I know we talked about it last Thursday about how, from a strict wrestling standpoint, this probably should have been the best match, but I was bored by it by like the 10th minute.
They were being too methodical, just too slow. That's not an AJ Styles type match. It was just stand there, hit one another, back off, do it again. It was so slow.
And the ending was trash.
What's that?
The ending was trash.
The ending was very bad.
Yeah. I mean, I know they're trying to set up Brood, you know, the second coming of Brood with this in Damian Priest, but it's just like, I don't care.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not feeling it.
But if you're going to do that, let him fucking hit him or something. AJ gets distracted because he's standing there.
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't get that one.
Yeah.
So I'm glad Vince took the stunner after that match. My God.
That was bad. And really that match that made me not, I don't know. That was slow. I don't know. That whole middle section of both nights was just like weird.
Yeah.
Like, cool. Andy, what was your down moment?
Worst part is probably the match that had the least amount of buildup going in the show, and that's Lashley Omos. Like, I don't care at all about Omos. Like, MVP now being paired with him is the most interesting thing that's happened to him, but like, that's not even saying much. So that whole match was terrible. It took me out of the show for sure. But you didn't like the Knoxville match. I thought it was fun.
Yeah,
That's
I love
something where
it.
you just have to kind of suspend your belief on that and just have fun with it. Let it be hokey. And
It's
just let it ride.
WrestleMania, though.
It's at
That's
WrestleMania,
That's
but
AEW dark shit on Mania Night 2.
I mean,
With the
I
champion
went
versus champion, the biggest match of them all, the most stupendous. And Sami Zayn is taking flops from every. Party Boy was at Party Boy's ass was at WrestleMania. No, bro. No. I've been to
wrestling
5 of them.
is
And
the
if I
dumbest
fucking
thing
seen
ever.
Party Boy's ass, I'd have probably left. It's horrible.
I also
No.
went to All In when Joey Ryan came out with the entrance of a bunch of inflatable dicks. So,
Oh, yeah.
I've seen worse. I'll say that.
I mean,
Not
yeah,
at Mania, though.
If
I'm
it
a
was,
WWE old school till I mean, come on. Mania is supposed to be Mania. You know what I mean? I get that their roots are in the celebrity. You know, Mr. T was the first one, and the Mike Tyson and the Mayweathers. Hell, Logan Paul stole the fucking show.
Logan Paul did a great job.
He was good.
Sign him now.
They have.
Gets it. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to see Logan versus The Miz, even though The Miz is still The Miz. Greatest heel ever. But Logan Paul, Johnny Knoxville, and Sammy, no. Like, come on, Sammy. El Generico deserves better than that, man.
I think my bigger thing with the Sammy Knoxville, and like I enjoyed it because it's nice to have that comedy buffer. Like I get where you're coming from as far as like the prestige of what WrestleMania is, but I feel like WWE put themselves in this position to do something like that because it is a 2-night thing. If it was a 1-night event like it's been in the past, hell no, it would have completely ruined all of it. So I totally agree with you in that regard. But as far as early in the night for night 2 to try and, build up some kind of level of positivity with everybody. Maybe they knew that, the rest of the show was going to be kind of like hit or miss, especially as we saw with AJ Styles and Edge. So you gotta build up and have some kind of positivity with that. And that's why I liked it. Plus he was gimmicky as hell, which for the sake of a Jackass style skit that they do, to be able to incorporate that within wrestling, I still think was pretty clever.
Yeah,
they still should have hired Bam Margera to come hit Knoxville to get the win for Sammy.
I know that would have been interesting.
I don't get the timing of it. Like Jackass Forever, is that even in the theaters anymore?
Yeah, I say it's on its way out, and so
right. So I mean, this is something that probably should have been at like the Rumble or Evolution, something like that, right?
I agree with that.
Or one of a 3-hour Raw segment. Come on.
True.
Right. Yeah, that would have been fun. But for me, the down moment of the entire thing was, since nobody brought it up, I want to bring up the Sheamus, Ridge Holland, and New Day.
Oh man,
getting bumped from day 1, and then they put it on day 2, and then just rush it.
Squash match.
Yeah. Not only that, just they rush it so they can bring out Undertaker again.
Yes.
And so that they can bring out Stone Cold again on both nights. We don't need them on both nights. But like, why even have that match? Just bump it from the entire show. Yeah. Put it on Monday Night Raw and just call it good. We didn't need that match. It didn't advance anything. I don't know.
I still rather see Butch than Johnny Knoxville.
Sure.
I'm digging the whole Butch. Butch is the littlest motherfucker in the ring, but every moment during the match, somebody's having to hold him, watch him, account for him. It's like the little dog in the cartoons, like, let's go get him. Yeah, let's go get him.
And that's exactly how I view Butch, which is like, I don't want to view him like that because he was such a killer at NXT.
He was the NXT champion for what, years? Between Europe and North America, and now they're treating him like he's a little sideshow thing. Yep. I don't get it.
I'm worried for Ciampa. I'm worried.
Well,
I think he's gone.
He might as well. I would, if I was him, I would not sign another contract.
Absolutely not.
I would get out of there.
I think the other thing we need to take into consideration as far as why the New Day match got bumped or shortened as much as it did, because I don't think Triple H, was planning on doing his entrance for night 2. So, I mean, with his medical news that kind of came out in the not too long ago, it's like it definitely had to speed that up. So they had to cut the time in somewhere, or cut the time out somewhere.
Yeah. I also think that match was changed with Big E's injury. It obviously was supposed to be 3-on-3. I'm sure.
Absolutely.
You know, but
yeah. All right, now let's change it up before we go to the best moment of the night. Let's what was the best wrestling? The best match of the night, like the actual performances in the ring. Andy,
Becky Bianca. I thought they stole the show. I think it's an easy choice for me. I don't think anybody else really comes close to that. I think the closest you get outside of that is probably Seth and Cody, but I think I was just riding a high on that one of Cody coming out. But Becky and Bianca had me invested basically the whole way through. I didn't want that match to end.
100%.
That was a great match. They both sold it well. It's hard.
That could have been a main event match. Any pay per view.
It should have been a main event match. It should have been. Kevin Owens and Stone Cold is not a main event match.
No, that's the only way. The way that ended, that set off the night. It let the I'm telling you, that was I know it was done at Stone Cold and it ended it. You know, I think that was the feel good moment that people walked out of that stadium. Man, fucking Stone Cold, man. You know.
Yeah. They probably sold a few tickets for night 2 because of that. But
yes,
like
no,
I don't know.
Bianca and Becky tore it down. That's what a women's match should be. They didn't go through, and not to be this. I don't want this to come out the wrong way, but some things women they don't need to be doing in their matches. They're taking suplexes to the ground on the concrete, and then they're up in 2 minutes. You know, it just you got to stay. Keep that to keep it special. You know, like the only table of the night on night 1 was in the Stone Cold match, you know, and so it made it like, oh shit, you know, it bam, you know, that was obviously, I agree with you, the best wrestling of the night, but man, I can't say enough. Logan Paul and the Miz and the Mysterio match was really well done. There were a couple of botches. He dropped Dominic right on fucking Ray's head. But other than that, I mean, when Logan went to do the Three Amigos, I lost my shit. Like, no, he's not. And he took his time. He hit the first one, and you're like, wait, that leg came up? Oh, no. And then he did it, and he did it right. And then the frog splash with the Eddie. Yep. Man, the kid gets it, dude. I mean, as much as I can't stand Jake Paul, Logan Paul gets it. Hell, Jake Paul would be a hell of a wrestling manager too. So I mean, sign them both. But I'm pretty sure that Ray carried everybody in that match. You know, no Miz is no slouch. But God, I mean, his timing was good. His facials were good. You know, that was a gem of the night for me.
Yeah, he did a great job. Dominic, I know he's a freaking legacy. He is worthless.
Terrible.
He doesn't even look like a wrestler. Like,
you got to put a mask on him. You have to, because his face is
about
the least intimidating look of all time.
It looks like a kid, like he's in high school still.
Yeah.
He looks like he should be working at Foot Locker or being a fly cook or something like that. Like, he doesn't look like a wrestler, and he tries to come off as mean, but he just looks goofy. Like, I don't know.
Hey, but shout out to him wearing his dad's gear, man. A la, what was that, WCW? When he came out in Eddie's, you know, Eddie came out in that red, white, and blue gear. So.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm so tired of Dominic. I never want to see him on my screen again.
Never. It'll be interesting to see like what WWE does with him after Mysterio eventually retires. I mean, whenever that is, because it's like WWE is obviously doing it as a favor, and because they've incorporated Dominic for so many matches in the past, that it's like, yeah, we kind of have to continue this thread as a favor to Ray.
Yeah.
Do you think Ray just gives him his mask and then he just carries on from that point forward with the mask on?
Ooh.
Let me book it. Let me get my booking pin out. I gotta get it. All right, check it out. Dominic turns on Ray, steals the mask. Then okay, Dominic is a heel, a snarky, doing anything to get by.
Yeah.
I watched my dad waste his career waiting on the love of you fans. Blah blah blah. They said that you have to earn the mask. Well, I earned it. I took it. Like,
Is he going to have Chavo Guerrera in his corner when he does this?
I don't even care at this point. Like, I don't care what he does. It doesn't move the needle for me at all. In fact,
Johnny Knoxville does.
He's at least entertaining.
Yeah, but we're not going to have to worry about Knoxville anymore from this point on. I feel like this is a dead story. So
right. At least that match was entertaining. Like, I mean,
well, they've got 2 sets of tag titles in
move,
WWE.
like,
somebody's got to fight for them.
Nah, I don't know. Yeah. What about you, Ben? Besides those 2 matches, what
I was going to say the Bianca Becky one was number 1 for me. Nobody's mentioned it yet, but actually, I thought Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar was pretty decent.
It was until Roman hurt his arm.
Correct. I was going to say it was. Some of the spots were pretty predictable, just based on the way the two have worked in the past. But it works in favor of how big they are, how much they can move, because obviously both their cardios is going to get killed pretty quick.
Yeah.
But once they, did the break through the timekeeper's table, get it back into the ring, a lot of finishing moves, F5, spears, etc. It worked, and so I didn't feel like they didn't go for too long, they didn't go for too short. It was the perfect balance. And them actually giving it to Roman as opposed to Brock was the icing on the cake, because I didn't feel like, as we've been talking about, Brock doesn't want to necessarily be around for a while. He'll do his pop-ins from time to time, so I don't really know what his storyline is going to be from this point going forward, at least until I'm not SummerSlam, but whatever is before SummerSlam.
Money in the Bank.
Thank you. And so, going into Raw with the Usos having the tag titles, Roman having the one championship now, it's just like, okay, cool. Let's see where we go from here.
Yeah. They're obviously setting something up for LA.
Put the NXT title on the little brother too. Have them all.
Ooh.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. But I don't know. I thought as far as wrestling goes, I was quite surprised by Pat McAfee. He actually looked like a wrestler.
Yeah.
I mean, the story and whatnot was pointless. It was just set up. It was basically a setup for McMahon versus Stone Cold. But no, McAfee, he looked like he was having fun. He wrestled really, really well. Pulled off some moves that I was surprised he could actually do. But yeah, it'd be cool. Corey Graves is already talking about wanting to wrestle McAfee.
Hey,
yeah, get the the announcers from both shows going at each other. Maybe
Pat
Survivor Series.
Tore the house down at Takeover with Cole.
Yeah, he did
on an empty show. And so that high jump to the top rope, that's a clean ass move. I mean that was done flawlessly and safely, like he nailed it,
Yeah.
Right. But he's been working for a while. I forgot who he went to camp with, but he's been doing this. He actually went to wrestling school. Like he's investing in it. He's taking the bumps and I was surprised. The Cody Seth match, man, I thought that was really good too.
It was good.
That Cody they had to make Cody look good. It had to look like Cody was a main event. Like if they're gonna have to if they're putting Cody to go up against Roman, I don't know if he wins the Money in the Bank or what, but the whole promo he's cutting about I'm gonna win the title, so they're prefacing to something. Yeah. He's gonna be in the picture.
He's going. So I think it's gonna be Seth and him for the vacant Monday Night title. Whatever it's going to be going forward, because they're going to consolidate the 2 belts that Roman has and pull out a brand new belt. They're not going to let Monday Night go, and they're obviously not merging the 2 brands. They're not going to let Monday Night go without a heavyweight champion.
Are they going to make the belts have sex like Lita and Edge on Monday Night Raw to form this super belt? That's the real question in all this.
Probably not. I think that era is long past.
Only if Jerry Lawler
They don't even do blood on WWE anymore. I doubt they're going to do that. Yeah. But I can see that happening, Rollins and Rhodes for the new Monday Night belt.
I don't think there's a new belt coming. Nobody's going to care about that belt. It took a long time for people to care about the Universal title, I feel like. Introducing another one, I don't think anybody's going to care. And Cody winning that, does that mean anything to him? Probably not.
No. Yeah. And I still feel like Cody, if any belt that he's going to go for first, it's probably going to be the Intercontinental. I feel like that's a safe bet. It's much safer than him gunning for the WWE Championship like right out of the gate. Like, who knows? Maybe they will do that push, but I feel like a safe storyline to start with is Intercontinental.
I mean, they need to push somebody for it. And that was actually the most to me. Sorry to go on a tangent here. The most disappointing thing to me about WrestleMania weekend was Raw. Like, that's supposed to be the biggest Raw show of the year. Set up the storylines essentially for the next year going forward, and we got nothing.
Got an NXT title change that actually made sense for it to happen.
Because it's actually on an NXT wrestler now.
Correct.
But, like,
well, and then to bring it up now that I think about it, you know, there was no IC match at Mania. There was no US title match at Mania.
Nope.
You know, but we got all these other gimmick, you know, like, I guess, I don't know. They've written themselves in the corners. I don't know.
But like
it's Mania, and while I was so excited, I'm telling you, it left a bad taste in my mouth Sunday night.
Yeah, I don't know, and then Monday didn't help wash that bad taste.
No, Monday,
out.
Yeah. What I was hoping that Monday. Okay, so Sunday was lackluster in my opinion. They're setting up something on Monday. Bailey's coming back with the hugger gimmick or something, you know. And what we got?
You got Ezekiel.
The biggest appearance was here.
We got Ezekiel. Like
Elias went to the Yankees is what we got.
Yeah. Yeah. That was it.
Not Elias.
Well, we got a nice little promo for SmackDown.
Graves sold the shit out of that, though. I love that. It's totally not. It's not Elias. It's clearly not Elias. That was good. You know what? I mean, give me something. I mean, I liked Elias before, so the guy can talk. And if they're going with this, maybe he bumped his head. Maybe he took a guitar shot. He forgot who he was. You know.
No.
He was giving me some Eugene vibes, though. I was like, God, Eugene.
Oh, that's not good, man. That is not good vibes to have.
No. I actually should have used that as my worst moment of the weekend. Is Raw.
Yeah, Raw really, really disappointed.
At least we didn't see Happy Corbin and Drew McIntyre again.
Thank God.
But that'll be on SmackDown.
Yeah, sadly.
Oh, we're gonna have a 6-week feature when Madcap and Happy have to fight each other. Somebody's turning on somebody, and then we're gonna get.
I'll take that. At least it's a different match. Like that's.
I don't know. You know, he got the death nail. He won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Once you do that, you're toast.
I mean, I'm glad they didn't forget about that when it came to SmackDown. My God.
Like.
Also, did you guys see the thing on Twitter about all the people who have won the Andre the Giant Battle Royale, and there's only 2 people left that are still in WWE. Everybody's left.
Yes. And I think when Jay won it, I think that was a last minute change. I don't think the Uso was supposed to win it.
No, I don't think so either.
Who's the other one?
I don't know that.
Oh, just
and then what about the 2-hour pre-show? They didn't have no matches on the pre-show. We had to get the Battle Royal on SmackDown. Couldn't get no US title match, but had a 2-hour pre-show.
Did we even have a 24/7 title change at WrestleMania, even for the pre-show?
No,
there was a backstage segment at all in WrestleMania.
There was 4 hours of pre-show and not a single moment of wrestling on there.
Man, that's wild.
Yeah,
But they showed
I'm like,
the same Ronda Charlotte vignette like twice.
yeah, and like I'm like, great, we're gonna have 2 hours of pre-show both nights. I'm like, what matches are they gonna show? You're gonna show more than one. Nothing.
Well, I thought it started at 6 Central, so like the pre-show started at 5, and I was like, okay. Well, then I noticed the clock. I'm like, man, that clock still says another hour.
Right. Yeah. It should have started at 6, but whatever.
Do you think the era of really hyped Raws after Mania is over? Because now we're at a point where NXT is like dead for the most part. So
Correct.
there's nobody that's going to be debuting from NXT where you're really getting hyped over. Anybody from Indies or from New Japan or from Impact that would jump ship, they're going to either ROH, they're going to AEW. There's other outlets. So what do you really have outside of injury returns or rebranding people like Ezekiel?
Oh, we got Veer Mahan finally. Forgot about that. Shit.
Yeah, we did get that.
Well, I like how he comes out and kills the Mysterios, and then like the next day I see a picture of him on Twitter hugging kids, and I'm like, okay, wait. What the hell?
Who is this guy? Like, why do I care about him?
Former Major League Baseball prospect for the Pirates, man.
Okay.
That's it. That's like the only storyline that he's really got going.
There's a billion
100 vignettes
subscribe to the peak to the cock in India. That's why.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Gable Stevenson. Good point, Andrew Branch. Gable Stevenson.
I forgot about that.
That was cool little promo he did throwing Chad Gable around. I'm really getting tired of that Alpha Academy.
Shush. Yeah.
Just
it makes me weep for Dom DeLuise's son.
What's that?
I know, because the whole shush from Encino Man, and the actor who did that was Dom DeLuise's son. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's getting old too. Anyway.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how long Gable Stevenson actually lasts in WWE on account of whatever his legal stuff is going on.
Oh, I didn't see any of that.
Oh yeah, it's dark.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
The big free agent.
Yeah, because they dropped the old boy that just won the NXT tag titles. They dropped him like a bad habit when the pictures of his girl posted with the busted lip.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, fun. All right. Well.
Yeah. Sorry to bring the joy down on that one.
Yeah.
You know me, man. I'm the heel. Wah, wah. And the Astros are losing at 0-0. Can't stand.
Oh Lord.
Oh no. All right. And then
not to go back to the Knoxville match, but did anybody see Mark Henry's tweet about it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
All-time tweet.
What did he say?
It was about the hand in the match, calling it like I only produce generational talent.
Debuted at Wrestlemania, and he was like, generational talent.
That unto itself was well worth it. I would say for that gimmick. So well done, Mark Henry. Still winning at life.
Big time.
Yeah. Well, I think that pretty much sums up WrestleMania. It was a good show, but didn't really advance any storylines or anything like that.
Not even a lot of closure, really. I mean, a few things, but it's like at the same time, it's like, I'm satisfied, but
especially with a lackluster Raw that's not starting anything new,
Yeah.
Right. Well, and then SmackDown, who's going to challenge Roman? There's nobody there.
McIntyre.
We've been over that though.
They don't even know what they're doing. Roman comes out. The Raw after Mania ends with Roman saying, "Yeah, we don't know what we're gonna do. We'll let y'all know. Peace."
Yeah. The Raw after Mania ends with a promo for SmackDown.
Yes.
It was
Not great.
Not great.
But The Rock was booked. He couldn't make it. Okay.
No, he's gonna make it to WrestleMania 39 because it's in LA. He can just take a cab over there.
He's got XFL tickets to sell now.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't use that more. But
We gotta agree, Mania was way better than what it looked like on paper, though. I went into the
I do
show
agree with
thinking
that.
this is horrendous looking, mostly because of the 3 celebrity matches, which
right.
all of us agreed 2 out of the 3 over delivered on that.
Yeah.
Sure. I agree. I was going into WrestleMania expecting like a D-.
Yeah, I was too.
But I'm giving it a C+, B-. So it exceeded my expectations. I just wanted a little bit more, a little more meat on the bone than what we got. But it was still entertaining. I watched the entire thing, and I was entertained.
Yeah.
R.I.P. NXT. They had a noon pay-per-view.
Oh no.
Yeah, on
Noon.
Saturday. I watched that. It was fine.
I didn't watch
I
it.
didn't know anybody that was wrestling, but it was fun. They had a ladder match for the North American Championship. That was pretty cool.
Is that apparently the only way to win the North American Championship? That seems to be the consistent theme here.
Yeah, no. And then the championship match, Braun Breaker and
they missed a golden opportunity for him to say, I'm a Steiner and Braun Steiner. They missed it at the Hall of Fame. They missed it.
Yeah.
They had him come out and cut a foam X with a chainsaw. Overkill there. When he could have just
with goggles.
Oh yeah, he put on the goggles.
You put the safety goggles on.
Yeah, you have to. Otherwise, OSHA or somebody would be all over
cancel
WWE.
Culture. That might you gotta cancel them. They're not caring about eyes.
Yep. All right. What else is happening in the wrestling world? AEW.
Anybody watch Rampage tonight?
Is that tomorrow?
Thursday. It's tomorrow.
Yesterday. Wait. I'm sorry.
Dynamite yesterday.
Dynamite yesterday. About
Dynamite was okay. I mean, it had its moments. Obviously, the Bucks and FTR, brought down the house. For being a Boston show, it was kind of, I'm not going to say flat, but it just didn't have as much flair as in the past. And especially for AEW trying to counter whatever momentum off of WrestleMania, I don't really feel like they captured it. Jade Cargill did her thing with her baddie section. I thought that was tremendous. Especially all the shit talking they're doing toward Mina Shafir, which is highly warranted. So that was it. That Jade Cargill and the Bucks FTR match was probably about the only real highlight of Dynamite yesterday.
Well, especially with Tony Khan coming out and saying he's booked a pay-per-view level show for Boston.
Yeah, that was a bit too arrogant there.
A little overselling that thing.
Didn't age.
Yeah, Samoa Joe.
I'll tell you what, though.
Nice to see him in the ring again.
I did like to see Samoa Joe out there, but
I was just gonna say that as the resident AEW hater, I am excited to see Samoa Joe and Jay Lethal. And if that's what they use to elevate Ring of Honor, then so be it.
Right.
Joe working against Max, that was good there, just to see Joe back. I guess he got in the tanning booth a little too long. He's a little red there.
I was just gonna bring that up. He had
maybe he had been out and was a little too pale and thought, let me go brush up. And he was red.
Yeah.
Not great.
Max Caster's rap, I think, was his best one yet, though. I thought it was good. Very well done.
What is Anthony Bowens doing? Like, they're supposed to both be rappers, right? And all he ever does is just yell the city and acclaim
Flavor Flav to Chuck D, bro.
It works. I'm not against it. I mean, he's a good worker, so.
No, he's great in the ring. This whole acclaim gimmick, I don't
it's
like
kind of it's kind of the way they did Billy Gunn back in the day. They gave Billy 2 fucking words, That's what you get. Don't fuck it up. Hey, but you know what? Shout out to the Ass Boys, man. I like that tag team, man. Those kids get it, dude. They it's say what you want to say, genetics, whatever. I want to see somebody whoop their ass, and that's That's what they want. That's what I want. Make me believe it.
Yeah.
I like those kids.
Let's see what else.
I'm surprised. Adam Cole and Christian Cage wasn't your favorite match of the night there, Jason.
It was a good match. I don't know why.
I'm being an ass. I don't know. It's the Adam Cole is being used for too many things. Like, it's okay if we have a night without him. It's not the end of the world.
Right.
And so to just throw those two together just for no real buildup outside of the Red Dragon Jungle Express thing, and now apparently Jungle Express and Christian Cage are kind of sour on each other, which I don't understand that. I feel like that was too much of a left turn too fast. So I don't know.
But I will give AEW credit. They gave us a different match.
True.
Instead of just recycling the same one over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Between pay-per-views. It's the first time they ever faced each other in a singles match. So at least
I just don't know what they're doing with the world title. I mean, I'm not.
You got to get it off of Hangman, I think, which is sad to say, but I just don't care about it.
But they're going to give it to Adam Cole, who's not.
No, I mean, how can you give it to Cole now after he's jobbing for everybody? I mean, you took all the wind out of his sails.
Yeah.
Who else is there?
They have 1,000 guys.
Just take all the belts. Ring of Honor, AEW, AAA, all of them. Take them all, Joe.
But that's the thing, though. Is like I'm so confused on like who's got what belt and when are they wrestling for belts? There's 3 different promotions going on here. I can't watch Ring of Honor because it's on like who knows where. AAA is completely off my radar. But now those belts are in AEW. Like
AAA just really doesn't care about their belts. Like it's just like you can borrow.
Yeah, you can have them. Go ahead, take them.
Hey, but thanks for its buck, man. Find Telemundo on a streaming and watch some. It's good wrestling.
I don't disagree with that, but it's just like they're so laissez-faire with their belts. I mean, the fact they gave it to Kenny Omega, their championship title, for what, 6 months?
Yeah,
that's crazy. And then even when they brought him back,
they don't care about the
still want it back. It's like I would have figured it's like okay that he's going to lose it for sure. Nope.
And then
got it.
And then I'm surprised we haven't seen some New Japan belts pop up or hell for that matter NWA belts. Like I know they're more with Impact, but like who knows? I mean, at some point somebody's going to walk out with 5 belts around them. It's going to be like boxing. Like what is going on?
Yeah.
Kenny was pretty close last year. How many did he have? 4?
Close. I think 3 or 4 at one time. But I don't know. That's what that bothers me a lot with AEW. Like stick to your belts. If you want to loan your wrestlers out to these other promotions, fine, go do that. Just don't bring the belts back and like pretend they're yours or you're wrestling for them. Like FTR being the AAA, that's great. That should stay in AAA. Like
Or if you're gonna do it, have a little vignette and just so over the weekend, unprop 2 match for the AAA titles.
Well, they did that kind of for the Ring of Honor. Was it Night of Honor or Supercard or whatever they did on Friday, right?
Of Honor.
Yep. Supercard of Honor. They kind of did some vignettes for that during the show, but I don't know.
Whoa.
Do any of you guys care about the Owen Hart tournament?
I don't even know what it means.
Yes, that's really what I was kind of alluding to.
What's the winner? I know they're raising awareness for the Owen Hart Foundation.
Yeah,
that's great. But what's the winner get? Like
honestly, I don't remember.
It's not like King of the Ring or anything like that. It's not like they get a title shot. Like what do they get?
They get a Slammy.
That's the wrong promotion, right?
Oh, okay.
WWE.
They get an Ammy.
Yeah, it's like going into it. Like I remember them talking about it, and then for like a couple weeks, like I don't feel like anything was mentioned. So when they kind of just jumped back into it on Dynamite yesterday, I'm just like, I don't even remember what this is for. Let alone, I just thought it was for the women, not for both the men and the women.
Yeah, now that threw me for the loop when I saw the men. I was like, okay, that's not what I thought it was.
Yeah, the Samoa Joe match was the first qualifying match for the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. Like, so there's qualifying rounds for you're not just in the tournament. It's I don't know what's going on. They haven't done a very good job explaining what it is.
Tony's tired, man. He's busy, man. He'll get to that later.
Doing a little too much.
He's running too many promotions right now. Just consolidate them all.
Yeah.
Consolidate them all. Put them all on TBS or TNT. Let us watch them all. Put Ring of Honor on Fridays, and I guarantee you'll get more viewers than you would for.
Yeah, Dynamite is a waste of a show. Like, it's almost it is worse than SmackDown.
It's AEW like Dark's better than it.
Yeah, it actually is. So yeah, bring Ring of Honor, sign your deal with HBO Max, and bring them all to the table. You can treat them as separate promotions, and you can move wrestlers back and forth. That's essentially what WWE does with their two brands. Like, just bring it all back together. Like, let's watch it all.
Double. Boy, Brantley is a hit machine. I love me some Michael Brantley.
We're cheering for a double. All right.
Hey, man, I miss baseball, bro. I'm just glad to hear it.
Yeah, that's true. What's up next? What do we got?
Do we even have is Hook going to even be on Rampage tomorrow? I hope so.
Oh yeah, he'll be on there for about 3 minutes.
Hey, and he's going to get the loudest pop of the night.
Beat some jobber up and like they're not using him. I don't know what AEW is doing. He's got too many pans on the oven.
I think it's turning into like, what they did with WWE with Braun Strowman. It's just like, we're going to have you for about 4 months, just, enhancement talent, doing, going against jobbers for whatever reason. I know they're trying to do some QT Marshall Hook gimmick, or at least they try to.
It doesn't work for me.
It doesn't. So I don't know. I really don't know where the next stage is, other than, okay, now we need to throw you up against some decent competition to, push you towards some kind of a belt, or yeah.
So I think I just realized it while you were talking there. The problem that AEW has, they put on good matches. They got some great wrestlers. They just don't make me care. Like, I don't care who wins the match. I don't. There's no story. There's no.
You're not invested in the storyline, yeah.
Right. Besides the Wardlow MJF thing, which is they're totally botching that, by the way. Like, that's the really only story they have going on in the entire promotion. Like, make me care a little bit. Make me care about these people, whether I love them or I hate them. Make me care about them, one way or the other.
They'll just push Punk out there again. That's all.
Oh, they will. They use him for the pop.
Yeah,
they paid a lot of money for that music. They have to use it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and whatever's going on with the Wardlow MJF thing, I'm quickly getting disinterested in that.
I'm all for a slow burn, but come on, guys.
Well, when's their next pay-per-view? June?
No, May.
Man,
for Double or Nothing.
Okay, so yeah, we got 6 more weeks of this slow burn. Yeah, great, fantastic.
It's kind of weird because I feel like I don't even think Evolution was like all that spectacular.
It wasn't.
So I go back to All In, and that was like the last time I would say consistently, like, oh yeah, AEW was just knocking it out of the park every single week. And then as soon as all those storylines close within that time period and maybe another month forward, it's just like it's been something to watch every Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it used to be like appointment television for me. Now,
I used to watch
I get to it if there's nothing else on. Like,
now I skim it. Now I watch half of it with the fast forward button on.
Well, that's how I always watch WWE.
Same.
And you almost have to watch AEW like that because this match will continue in picture in picture. Like I'm so tired of that. Like
I hate that.
And then they immediately go to another commercial as soon as the match ends.
Yep.
Like, what? Give me, if you're going to do that, instead of giving me one 20-minute match with 8 pay-per-view or 8 picture-in-picture breaks in it, give me like 4 or 5-minute matches.
Huh.
I'll take that.
I'm okay with that.
You got enough guys on that roster to do that.
Yeah, I don't need to see the Butcher and the Blade tag match go on for 3 segments.
Oh,
No.
and that was confusing as far as like whatever method. It's like, okay, cool. You went through a table, you got eliminated. Why are you still there to help out your partner? Yeah. That I mean, it could have been a decent match, but that just went down in flames like quickly.
Those tag matches in AEW always end up that way.
Yeah.
Like you can't tell who the legal man is ever.
No.
It's just a brawl. And then
It's like a WWE women's tag match.
Yeah.
Like
By the way, those were illegal tags in that Sasha and Naomi match. They weren't anywhere near the post.
No. And I think there was a botch on it. I think somebody wasn't even legal when they tagged them. I'd have to go back and watch it. What I hated about that is Rhea Ripley is a superstar talent.
She is.
And they've got her in all these tag teams. Or if she's in a singles match, it's a fatal 4-way or a,
Yeah.
I don't know.
She needs to break out and be a single star.
Everybody that was in that tag match is a meddling singles performer. Everybody.
Yeah.
I think Rhea joins Edge's group though.
Yes,
that's
I'll be okay with that.
Thanks.
Yeah. I would definitely be okay with that. But you're right.
I will counter on that one, Dave. Queen Zelina is not a singles competitor.
That's true.
They should have cut her when they cut Andrade.
She's one
they did.
Cosplay.
They did. No, they did.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because what happened was they fired her, and then Malachi Black signed with AEW, and then they immediately signed Queen Zelina.
Oh yeah, it's because they're dating or married, right?
They're married.
They're
yeah.
married, yeah. Well, they fired her because she was fighting. She didn't want to give up her Twitch account, and her outside endeavors, and she fought him on that, and they cut her. And then, like you said, that Malachi Black signs over there, they bring her back. But hey, she's one hell of a cosplay artist, though. It's a good IG follow.
True. No, as a manager, she was great. Yes. But as far as a competitor, I'm just not feeling it. And I know her and Carmella had their split up on Raw last night, which okay, big deal. Carmella's the star between the two of you anyway.
By far.
Just because aside from her, being a decent talent, really good eye candy, but hearing Corey just hype her up so much just because the two of them have the relationship, that's entertaining on top of which as well. Right. So
actually, it kind of sad that the King of the Ring means nothing, and now the Queen of the Ring means nothing. They stopped calling Xavier Woods King Woods. He's back to being Xavier.
Yep.
Right. I would at this point though, I would a million times rather have King Corbin than Happy Corbin.
I agree.
This Happy thing has got to go. This Madcap Moss thing. Madcap Moss is a decent talent, but this gimmick of his is like, what is this thing?
No, the problem with Moss is every time he thinks he's going to get a singles push, they throw him in a tag team. They did it in NXT, and as soon as they called him up to WWE, that's it. Oh, we're putting you with a tag partner, and it's just like that's a dude who physically looks the part.
Yes,
actually does have the mechanics and the talent to be able to do it. Is kind of decent on the mic, so it's like there's no reason why they need to keep doing this. They just keep doing it.
God, I can't wait till he sells the company. All right. On that.
Hey, R.I.P. to Rick Boog's knee, too. Ouch.
Oh, that was bad.
That was ugly.
That was bad. The bonus there, though, is the match ended early.
Yes.
That was a pointless match.
It's just not the way I wanted to do it.
My Shinsuke? What did they do to my Shinsuke?
I know.
Shinsuke was so fucking over. They didn't need to do nothing. You know, I walked into an NXT show at WrestleMania 30, and the whole fucking convention center was doing Nakamura's fucking entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a Mike's Harder Lemonade ad on the show.
Yep.
You know what? That was worse than the Knoxville match. There you go. I'm giving Knoxville a little props because that was horrible.
You know what I'm going to do in your honor, Dave? As soon as we wrap this up, I'm going to go watch his debut against Sami Zayn so I can get them both back on their stardom level at the same time.
Yes. Thank you.
Hey,
that
no
would
problem.
make me feel better. But not as much as a one-run lead will. There we go, Astros. Let's go.
All right, with that.
Make America mad again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go Stros. I think we'll cut it off there. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me tonight and talking wrestling. I think we're both in agreement that both promotions are kind of in a rut right now, and hopefully they can right themselves out of it. I have more hope for AEW doing that than WWE. But in the meantime, we'll be back in a couple weeks. Hopefully have something to talk about, but we should be. And we'll see you guys all then. So thanks again. Thanks for joining. Peace.
Later, dudes.